I'm over at my buddy Steve's place, and we have a 2014 Mazda 6 in the shop, and we're getting ready to to change the spark plugs in it. So in this video, we'll show you how to change the spark plugs in the new 2014 Mazda 6. Before we get started, remember to subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, and subscribe to all of our notifications. That way you'll get a heads up when we upload a new video.
So we've got our 2014 Mazda 6 with a 2.54 cylinder, and we're going to tune it up, take the plugs out of it. We're going to take the cover off the top here. Now we can see our 4 individual coils here with 8mm socket. We're going to take those off and vacuum all the mouse nest that's developed underneath here too. All right, so we got our 4 coils here, 5/16 screws or 8mm to take these out. So you squeeze down on the little tab here, push down on it, and you can slide these all off. Get our plugs out of the way. Okay, now to extend the life of these coils, we're gonna pull the coil up and we're gonna sit them on the bench over here, and we're gonna put them all in order, and we're going to put a little dielectric grease in them. I'm gonna keep them in order that they came out, just because we like to do that. And we're going to take a little dielectric grease, and we put a little dielectric grease inside the boot here, okay, on all of them, so that they don't stick to the spark plug the next time you have to take them out. And the other thing we're going to do is we're going to silicone spray the boots on these, so that these boots don't dry out, and if they dry out and crack, you'll get a spark that'll come out and it'll short, and it will kill the coil on this thing. So we silicone spray these. And flip them over to both sides, let them sit. While we're pulling the plugs out, they'll dry. Now the plugs are not a standard 5/8 socket. They're a 9/16 spark plug socket. Go down. We're going to pull out all the plugs one at a time, lay them out, and then inspect them to make sure everything's firing good. One. This is something that's easily done at home. You just have to have the right tools, you know, and it can save you a lot of money. Okay, so we want to inspect our plugs now. They're burning very good. The tips don't look too bad on them, but the customer wants to change them. The original Mazda plug here. We're making sure we don't have anything fouled, so that would determine that we had a problem going on with a cylinder. And so far, all of these look good. Now, we can check, the gap should be 44 thousandths on them. So we can check these and see what it is, just so we know how much so this is about 44 to 45 thousandths. So these plugs are original and they burn very well. Did a good job. And we're going to replace them with some NGKs. And it's an iridium plug. And the tip is very thin, just like the original ones. So you can't pry up on these things. So these are supposed to be around 44, and this is gapping out around 41, 42. And we're going to leave it at that. We're just doing a quick inspection on them to make sure nothing box wasn't dropped or anything. Okay, we'll come out the same with that one. Yeah, come out the same with that. Okay, if you had one of these that was bent, you'd want to grab in between with little tiny needle nose pliers and just try and bend it up a whisker. Say you dropped this or something and the gap was off. But you cannot pry up in between, like you can't put the thing in here and try and pry up like that. You'll snap that tip off like nothing. So we're going to put a thin coat of Never-Seez on the threads here, on all of these, and then we'll start putting them back in place. We'll run this thing down with our fingers, and with the Never-Seez on there, they thread down really easy. And we'll go back and we'll tighten them all up at the end. We're gonna snug them all down. All right, now our coils should be pretty much dry and ready to go. And you can put them on in, you know, any position, doesn't really matter, but we're just putting them back in the same way that we did them. We had sprayed them with silicone, put a little dielectric grease on them, line them up with the spark plug as you're pushing them down. The grease helps them slide down, the dielectric grease. It coats the inside of the boot. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. All right, we're gonna put our 4 bolts back in. Now these bolts are very small, and it's good practice to put just a little never seize on these so they don't ever seize, because these can snap as they get old. So if they get old and rusty, they will break. So
That'll add an hour to your job.
oh yeah,
At least.
at least. So let's get these all in place. You just want to snug them up. You don't have to be cranking down. Just get them so they're snug. Inspect our connectors. The connectors all look good. Pins are clean and tight. We can put a thin coat of dielectric grease on those. Just wipe a little bit on your finger. Just slide it across the tab like that. We just want a very thin coat. Okay, these all fall back into place in line. You really can't get them confused. You'll hear the clip click. You know it's locked in place. And that'll be it. We're gonna vacuum all this mouse debris out of here, pop the cover back on, and the spark plugs are all changed. All right, so we're gonna pop the cover back on. You got 2 male prongs sticking out on this side, and you got 2 on this side. So we can line up with our dowels over here, and we have a dowel right here. So you got 1, 2 there, and then 2 here that we got to line up. So you can kind of feel it in place, and then it pops down. And that's it. Cover's back on, and the plugs are changed.